Oh, and it just bounced off with a great rebound from Martinez, working it up, sprinting, not even worrying about his team, taking everything for himself, but getting shut down, swinging it back out. Cedars looking to strengthen this lead. The Blue Streaks are going to get the ball. The Blue Streaks have not scored in a handful of minutes now, 3 or 4 minutes. And they're looking for anything to cut this lead down. Working in the paint with the reverse layup. Papademetriou with the easy reverse lay. Looking to maintain some great defense throughout the team. Cedars still looking to drive, but with the easy turnover, travel. That's so tough to watch. Already 3 travels in this game, not something you see that much this early on, but it's still early on. People are still getting the jitters and the rust off, working to find their groove in this matchup. Another easy dish off, down for number 11, Papademetriou, the other one for the easy lay. With that, it is a 1-point game as the Blue Streaks dominate the last minute of play, really changing this thing around from a 7-point lead to now, or for a 7-point deficit to now a 1-point deficit, where the Cedars still leave. But now, like I was mentioning before, the Blue Streaks haven't scored in a while. They went on a big run, and now the Cedars have not scored in a while. Their defense has just seemed to given up, and their offense are chucking up random threes, and it's not going to get it done if the Cedars want to pull off this upset at a 7-13 record. This game does mean a lot for both teams, but it definitely means a lot more for Mannheim Township as they're fighting for a playoff spot. Most recently, they upset the balance of Section 1 with a 71-46 blowout win against Cedar Crest last Tuesday, and followed up with a win against Exeter on Saturday. The Blue Streaks are coming to this game hot, and it seems like they're ready to turn it around as the Cedars Joneses takes it up with now a full court press coming from the Blue Streaks. But the Cedars break it, and an easy layup for Franco. Nice and clean with the Cedars finally breaking their lot of game clock without a score. Blue Streaks working in the paint, kicks it out for the 3. It just bounces out, but the easy layup and put back for Papademetriou. Cedars slowing it down with just 15 seconds left, looking to get the last shot of this game. Right now we have Franco passing it off to Jones, who looks like he's going to try and set up an ISO for the last shot. Looking for the pull-up. Ooh, and this gets blocked. Quick swing for the buzzer beater, and it's no good as Gabe tries and looks for the buzzer beater, but just balances right out. And that's a pretty good first quarter for both teams. Cedars 12, Township 10, and now let's take a break.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Until it isn't. This holiday season, when an unexpected accident happens, turn to urgent care at OAL for immediate access to orthopedic specialists, quick evaluations, and on-site x-rays and MRIs.
Is it going?
Orthopedic Associates of Lancaster, getting you back in the holiday mood.
Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. LebcoSports.com is your headquarters for all things Lebanon County sports. Scores, recaps, and stories behind the athletes and teams you care about the most. When the final buzzer sounds, head over to LebcoSports.com and catch up on everything you might have missed. Then, make sure you follow along for what's coming next.
And we're back from a great performance by the Lebanon cheerleaders. As the teams are looking to break it down, we have Coach Uffner for the Cedars and Coach Johns for the Blue Streaks. Giving them a stern talking to at this close game going into the second quarter. Definitely we can see both Papadimitrios for Township being the leading scorers, putting in the work inside the paint, complimenting each other around the ring, and rebounding solid, which is keeping Township in this game. And we have the deep shot, and it is no good as the Cedars rebound, looking to quickly build it up the court. And the coast to coast, we have Martinez with the lay, giving the Cedars the 3-point lead as the Blue Streaks are coming back fast, looking to counter from a strong defensive effort from the Cedars. Looking to work it in the paint, kicking it out. Seems to be a common trend for the Blue Streaks as they quickly work it in the paint and kick out for a three-pointer. But as of right now, they're just not hitting these threes, which is costing them so many solid offensive possessions so far. They're doing a great job of working in the paint, which is causing the defense to collapse on them, which leaves them all open on the three-point arc. But if they can't hit their threes after they're open, all this means nothing for them on the offensive end. And just like that, we got a foul on Franco, who's going to give the ball back to the Blue Streaks. Blue Streaks working it around into the paint. Oh, and with a loose ball, two Cedars working it up. We're going to kick it. Oh! And Rodriguez looks to keep it himself and gets swatted. And the Cedars are going to maintain possession. We're going to inbound it with 3-1 inbounds formation, just kicking it up deep, being safe. They trust Franco. They trust Jones up there. They know what they're doing. As Franco works to drive it in off the board, and it is good with the easy lay. But the Blue Streaks are not stopping at anything, quickly working it back on the offensive end. Working it with their two guys in the paint, kicking it out to the three-point line, swinging with the deep three, and it is finally falling for the Blue Streaks. That is number 3. Algio for the Blue Streaks. Oh, and with another defensive win, the Blue Streaks working to kick it with some contact, and the alley-oop. Alley-oop putback. Some Cedars are not happy with that foul call, as Township ties up the game 16-16, which is going to send Papadimitriou for the line to try and give them the lead. People are slow to get there. Finally, Papadimitriou steps up, looking to take this Blue Streak 17, Cedars 16. And with the Drano shot, Township gets their first lead of the game. The Cedars looking to counter up, keeping their same offensive formation as the Blue Streaks take off some pressure of this press, giving their guys some rest. Cedars working to drive it in with the shot, and the easy board by Martinez, who's tripling everywhere, looking to escape the Blue Streaks. And with some contact, that's going to draw a foul, and the Cedars going to maintain possession as Martinez is looking to inbound it all the way on the other side of the court. It's amazing how far back he is. You don't really see it often. Oh, Martinez with the quick three, and it's good. He is wet with the guy right in his face. He said, not today, and drained that three. Blue Streaks looking to get the lead back with some contact as Kenneth goes in, and he's going to go to the line to try and make this another side game. It seems like The Blue Streaks, the only way, since their 3 points aren't falling for them at the moment, they're going to have to keep on driving, drawing these fouls, and making their foul shots if they want to have any chance in this game. And just like that, Kenneth makes the first foul shot. Easily, no sweat. And with some boards coming in, and a pass to the other team and a reverse layup. It is good for Papademetriou, who intercepts the Cedars' loose ball, puts it up to give him the lead. Jones looking to do everything he can, dishing it to Rodriguez, who swings it to Martinez. Dribbling it around, but the Cedars cannot get in the paint. The Blue Streaks are just stopping them, which is causing them to force up crazy shots or deep threes. And Rodriguez is just long, counting the bounce off, with the Blue Streaks working it up fast. Papademetriou swinging it for a three-pointer from Blue Streak, and another quick three from the Cedars. And that is Martinez with the easy three, telling his teammates to shake it off, focus up, and get back on defense. As Kenneth goes in, looking for a foul, gets the foul, but no good bucket, going to the line for two. So again, try and tie this game up. These teams keep going back and forth. The Cedars had a strong lead starting on early, but ever since Township came back, it just has gone back and forth, with both teams putting in the effort on the offense and defense. With that good bucket, it is now 22-21 with just over 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter, excuse me. Kenneth looking for the second free throw, and it is good. Tying the game as he checks out, and Voris checks in for the Blue Streaks. Now we have Jones working it up with some assistance from Martinez, who now has the ball. Looking to swing it around. Again, they can't find any way to get into the paint. With great shutdown defense from the Blue Streaks. Oh, and a loose kick ball. It's on the floor. Intercepted, but re-intercepted. Now for a deep three from the Cedars. And it was no good from a shot from Jones as the Blue Streaks come up with it in a wild pass. As clock is ticking, this could be a 10-second violation, but the Blue Streaks are going to call a timeout to keep it safe. And now we are going to send it back to our sponsors. Let's see what they got. Oh, thank you, Orthopedics. I can always count on you guys. And we're back with 3:34 left in the second quarter. Cedars, 22. Blue Streaks, also at 22. Like I mentioned before, it's going back and forth like a ping pong game, with no team being able to take that large lead as the Blue Streaks inbound it, looking to gain the lead, swinging it around, looking for a three-point shot, but they can't get anything open. Solid defense from the Cedars, running their classic 2-3 zone, which we saw in one of their last live stream games against the Falcons, which seemed to work out very well for them. Deep shot from number 5, Bailey, but it is going to come up with the Cedars rebound as Martinez works it up the floor. Martinez calling for a screen. Honestly, these point guards on the Cedars keep calling for screens, but they don't seem to be doing much, benefiting him anyway. It seems like it's going to have to come from a Cedars player to basically break the ankles and chuck up some shot in the paint or look to kick it out for a three-pointer for Soliday. His first points of the game, coming in hot. A lot of stuff is working for the Cedars on their offensive end, but their main core value of the offense that they're running is these screens. And that's the only thing that's really not working for them. And another three-pointer from number 14, this time on the Blue Streaks, Voris. Keeping this game tied up. Both teams they're like mirrors of each other right now. Cedars working to kick it around. We got another deep three with maybe some contact, late contact, but it's not going to be called for the refs. And with the Cedars touching it last, it's going to be the Blue Streaks ball. As Williams is looking for something. Byler's working it around, dishing it to Bailey, dishing it back to Byler, looking for the shot pass fake. Something along those lines. They're looking to work it in the paint. But with their 2-3 zone, they're shutting anything down in the paint. It's so nice having Soliday with his height and size in the paint to match Voris and the Blue Streaks. The three-point shot is up. And with some box out and contact, it's going to maintain the Blue Streaks ball. It seemed like Williams thought the last touch was off the Blue Streaks, so he was boxing him out and not touching it, when in fact, it went off the Cedars. And the Blue Streaks are inbounding it with a 4-flat formation with not much hustle. They're going to kick out. Risky ball with Williams right there. The Blue Streaks are working at the three-pointer. It's good, but it's not going to count with an offensive charge called on the Blue Streaks. The Cedars are going to maintain possession or regain possession of the ball as Martinez works it up the floor and no hustle at all with 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. I guess they're pretty happy with this 25-25 game right now, and if they can keep it right around there, I think it's definitely a win for the Cedars in this first half. But as Rodriguez works to get it into the paint, I'm very frustrated with that travel call. The Blue Streaks will maintain possession with 53 seconds left. The Cedars will definitely get the ball back unless the Blue Streaks are playing very cautious. As they're working, not really looking very cautious, just working their usual offense. The Cedars locking down in their 2-3 zone, backing it up the paint. The Cedars win the ball, working for the foul, and the bucket is good with some contact on Jones. Looking for the foul call, didn't get it, but takes the lead 27-25 with 25.5 seconds left remaining in this first half. The Blue Streaks will have possession as Byler inbounds it. Working it around. 15 seconds. There are no hustle, trusting the ball in Papadimitrio's hands, who passes to Voris, who passes it back to Papadimitriou, who's looking for the slash shot. 3, 2, and the Cedars win it as Soliday steals it, and that is the end of your first half, with the Cedars gaining the lead and maintaining it strongly, 27 to the Blue Streaks 25. What an incredible first half from both teams. The Cedars put up so much solid effort on the defensive end, running their 2-3 zone, shutting down the inside paint, where a lot of the Blue Streaks players take on their size. We got a couple of their guys like Papadimitriou brothers who are 6'3" in height, who usually dominate the paint. But when you put people down there like Soliday, who easily match their size, it's just not going to work for them. And the coach in the locker room is going to have to rewrite their offense or change something up to battle this 2-3 zone. But on the offensive side, three-pointers seem to be a common trend for both teams, but not in a good way. Both teams are shooting. The Cedars have a higher three-pointer made percentage than the Blue Streaks, but both teams are definitely, if they're going to want to win this game, are going to have to shoot better from the three-point line because it's just a little unacceptable how many shots are being chucked up, and they're just not falling for both teams. And now we're going to send it to break, and I'll see you again for our second half. You're all good.
The athletic director at Lebanon High School. Ms. Simcoe, pretty exciting game going on. What are your thoughts?
So far 27-25 up on Township. We know Township is always, a tough team to face. It doesn't matter if it's home or away. They always bring it. But before I continue to talk about this, I just wanted to thank you and to also let you know how proud I am of you, of everything that you're doing, from having you as a former student. I believe your sophomore year.
I think freshman
year, at that other place across the field. It's definitely an honor to be here with you, and I really love seeing what you're doing. So
I appreciate it.
I wanted to say that for you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. So, but to talk about the game yet, 27-25. I think we can pull this game off if we actually just play clean, just play our game. As long as we're hitting those deep threes, we're tough to defend because that also opens up the ISO. That also allows us to go down into the post. So hopefully we keep hitting those shots and we just play a clean game because we're fouling too many dumb fouls. Sometimes when you play aggressive, fouls happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we talked a little before the game about like some of your goals and some of your expectations for the programs going forward. If you just want to touch on that for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So this is my second full year here at the Lebanon School District and in the athletic director, assistant principal position. My main focus is athletic directing. And what we're trying to do is really just get community buy-in from the city of Lebanon to the families, but most importantly to our kiddos that attend our districts. We set up initiatives as graduation requirements for our students to do at least 2 years of any kind of activity. It could be a club, it could be the musical, it could be chorus, it could be band, and of course it could be athletics. So we're hoping that will engage our students and also engage our families to buy into what we see as just having complete involvement by our community into the school district. Hopefully that will get our athletic numbers up. As you can, if you attended some of our sports events, which I know you have, you see we're just light on numbers. And our teams are extremely competitive going into the second half, even going into the fourth quarter, or the last 5-10 minutes of a soccer game, and then you kind of see our legs fall out from underneath us. That happens when you can't sub. And so we're hoping that this new initiative will get involvement, not only just in athletics, but throughout the school district. We're also going to be introducing intramural programs at the intermediate building, which will open next year for 5 and 6. And we're going to start intramurals, getting these kiddos prepared for athletics at the junior high, and then from the junior high up. So hopefully we can start building our programs, start with the youth programs, into the intermediate, then take it to the junior high.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you taking time to talk to us.
Yeah.
It was great talking to you.
All right. Hey,
thank you.
Always great seeing you. Thank you, Reagan.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes I talk too fast, but...
No, that's perfect.
All right, I appreciate it, seriously.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you.
first half. We take it back 30 seconds into the second half as the Cedars have a 2-point lead, 27-25 over the Mannheim Township Blue Streaks. And just like that, the Blue Streaks with the floater lay come back and tie this game 27-27 as Martinez works it up the floor. Giving it to Jones, trying to find the middle. Finds nothing. Back to Martinez. We're going to fake it, driving in the paint. Swinging it for the three. And, doesn't even touch the rim. Tough shot with the easy rebound and put back up for Soliday, giving the Cedars the lead. As Voris swings it to the corner, gets it back to Voris, swinging it into the paint. Looking for Kenneth for the three, and it bounces up and bounces out. With a good defensive board from the Cedars, and the deep, quick three from Rodriguez. Coming out of nowhere, just looking to get some points on the board for him. As Papademetrio kicks it for the three, but is no good. An easy rebound for Martinez. Quickly working it up the floor. Looking to drive into the paint with some sick moves and puts it up for the lay on the right side, Martinez. But that's not stopping the Blue Streaks from quickly getting it back with some contact. And the man on the floor for the Cedars. Some rebounds as the Blue Streaks have another easy lay. We're going to step it up. I see some confidence on the defensive end from the Blue Streaks as the Cedars are working faster than the first half on the offensive end. Jones looking to drive, chucking up a fadeaway shot. And with shots like that, it's not going to get it done for the Cedars. Sure, they have the lead right now, but it just seems like no one is playing as a team right now. We saw Rodriguez tricking up the three-pointer a couple plays ago, and then that last fadeaway shot, that's just not what's going to get it done for them on the offensive end. And if they want to maintain this lead as Kenneth goes for the end one and is looking for the three-point play, they got to step it up on the offensive half and play smarter as a team, where the Blue Streaks, as they now have tied it up, are going to take this game and easily get away. Some communication between the refs is going to allow him to go to the line. And here's the replay with the dish down for Kenneth, who puts it up easily, but gets some contact from Jones and Williams. And the three-point play is complete as the Blue Streaks take the lead, 32-31. And now Jones working it up the floor, dishing it to Martinez, who's swinging it to Williams, working to drive it in with an open lane and some bouncing around, and it's a good floater for Williams, who has no celebration and is just focused on playing defense. Dedication with some contact. The Blue Streaks keep possession, swinging it around to the corner, back up to the top. And some great scrappy defense from the Cedars as they are swinging it around for the layup and some swinging contact. And it's going to be called on the Cedars, who are very confused as what's going on. Maybe it's called on the Blue Streaks. Everyone's kind of confused what's going on. Well, let's check out the replay so you can see what went down. So the Blue Streaks get possession, working. We got some contact on Soliday. Doesn't look like he actually made contact with him. And then Martinez comes in, swats. But it looks like the whistle was blown before the swat. And it is going to be a Blue Streak for the line, shooting two. Oh, I guess there was a technical that was called. And with that, the Blue Streaks are going to keep the ball after the foul shots. And now they have the lead and the ball back. That was a tough call for the Cedars. If I had to guess what went down, I'd assume when Martinez went to swat a shot. He kind of jumped on the Blue Streak player, which was maybe a flagrant foul, which is while they got the shots and now the ball back. But let's tune in back to the game as the Blue Streaks are working it around their usual offense with some shutdown defense from the Cedars. We have Kenneth looking for the shot fake, driving in, dishing it off. Easy lay for the Blue Streaks. Now we have Martinez working it for the Cedars, dishing it off to Jones. Jones looking to drive in with a lot of Blue Streaks there, draws the foul, has Chappelle drains the three, but the foul was called before it happened. He's just too excited. And the Cedars are going to get possession of the ball on the baseline. Looking at the same formation we saw earlier with their 3-1 inbounds play. And with some confusion and a timeout called, we are going to take a look at some of our great ads out there. Because I don't know about you guys, but I can tell that I'm kind of hungry. And a great place that I like to go is a great place on game day with an ultimate Super Bowl feast from A&J Pizza and Restaurant. Whether you're cheering for your team or just here for the snacks, we've got you covered. Grab a large plain pizza for just $12.99 or go big with 30 wings, an insane amount, for only $29.99. Perfect for sharing while you watch every play, hit, and touchdown. Don't wait until halftime. Place your game day orders today at A&J Pizza. And a big shout out to YG Production. We'd like to thank YG Productions for making our coverage possible in our first season. Whether you're looking for photos, videos to remember your big event, or want to stream live to your fans, YG Productions has you covered. They will put in the time and effort required to make your project something special. Visit their website and see their portfolio at ygproductions.org. All right, let's get back to the game as Chappelle drives in and draws the foul for the Cedars, who are down by 3 with just under 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Chappelle to the line for 2, and let's take a look at the replay. A big far inbounds to Chappelle, who drives it on the left side. Ooh, I don't know if I saw much contact there other than all ball, but Chappelle goes to the line for 2. As a Blue Streak checks in, that is going to be number 2, Byler, checking in. Tying his shoe. You think he would have done that on the sideline, but who am I to know? Chappelle to the line for his second shot. Putting it up, and it's good. Drano for Chappelle. Now with Byler working up the court for the Blue Streaks. Swinging it around with some mishandling. A bounce off Martinez for the Cedars' hands, and the Blue Streaks will keep possession as Papademetrio working it around the ring for the Blue Streaks. Looking for a big height advantage in the paint, wide open with some contact from Soliday, but no foul, and the bucket is good for Kenneth. As the Cedars, Martinez quickly works it up the court, wanted to get something, puts it up, and draws the foul, going to the line for 2. Blue Streaks do not seem happy with that call. But Martinez, on the other hand, has a smile on his face with his hands on his hips, going to the line for these 2 shots. First one up, and it falls right in, as expected for Martinez. He is locked in when it comes to the free throw line, especially on today. Going to the line for 1. What? Alrighty, and with some contact, it's going to be the Cedars ball. And for all you high school basketball lovers out there, we're going to take a look at some of our out-of-town scores. Right now we have Cedar Crest Falcons 35 versus Penn Manor 18 at the half. Now back to our game as the Cedars are looking to get this 3 points back with the shot up from Martinez and some scrappy defense coming from Williams, but the Blue Streaks will come up with the ball. We're going to swing it around the 3-point line, not finding any clean shots. But they're in no rush right now. They have this 3-point lead. Kenneth looking to drive it in, draw some contact, swings it for the 3-point shot from Boris, and the rebound from the Blue Streaks, putting it in, giving them a 5-point lead with 2:30 left in the third quarter. Williams faking it out, driving in, breaking the ankles of a Blue Streak, but the shot is no good because the bank is not open this late. They should know that. Papademetrio swinging it, kicks out for the 3-point shot, and it is easy, clean, wide open for Byler, who drains the 3, but a foul is called. And the Cedars will get possession of the ball as Martinez is looking to inbound it to Jones. And now, I believe a timeout is called, and now we're going to go out and take a look at some of our amazing sponsors.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Until it isn't. This holiday season, when an unexpected accident happens, turn to urgent care at OAL for immediate access to orthopedic specialists, quick evaluations, and on-site x-rays and MRIs.
Is it going?
Orthopedic Associates of Lancaster, getting you back in the holiday mood.
Thank you for joining.
And we are back with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Mannheim Township Blue Streaks 43 and the Lebanon Cedars 35. One of the biggest leads for the Blue Streaks of this game, has both coaches seeming to have a lot of energy on the bench. And yes, tonight's broadcast is what's watching right in front of you right now. And with this, the Cedars are going to have possession of the ball to start after this timeout. Martinez looking to inbound it for Chappelle, who's slowly making his way up. Some solid half-court pressure coming from the Blue Streaks as they're working a man defense. Driving up. Martinez looks to drive it up. It's just not going to fall down, and a foul called on the Cedars. And the Blue Streaks are going to gain possession as Papademetrio gets the inbound, working it up with some miscommunication on the Cedars' end is going to leave Papademetrio wide open in the paint for the easy lay. The Cedars, their biggest deficit of the whole game, are looking to get anything together, but they keep chunking up shots in the paint and making bad plays, bad turnovers, and the Blue Streaks are going to keep capitalizing on it just like that as Papademetrio gets the steal and the layup. A chucked up 3 from the Cedars. Easy board from the Blue Streaks, working to quickly swing it around, looking for a 3-point shot, but not following through on anything as a steal comes from the Cedars as they just need to slow down right now. Each of the Cedars is working as an own independent person, sprinting it up the court, and if they don't get it together and start working as a team, this 14-point deficit that they have is going to keep gaining more and more. And there it is, Chappelle with the troublesome pass and the Blue Streaks steal as Papademetrio puts it up for the Blue Streaks. Celebrating with his team, clapping as 25 seconds are remaining. The Blue Streaks are dominating right now, 51-35, as the Cedars don't know what to do, chucking up random shots, and it's not falling for them. Williams, Rodriguez, and Martinez are just looking to do anything and rushing, and it's just not working for them. As with 3 seconds left, another basket is good for Papademetrio as they are hype on the sideline at the end of our third quarter. Blue Streaks 55, Cedars 35. What an exciting run from the Blue Streaks out there, putting in so much defensive work, which again worked for them on the offensive side. It was amazing what they just did. Now let's take a look at some of our sponsors. We'd like to thank Orthopedic Associations of Lancaster for being our scoreboard and player of the game sponsor. Thanks to them, all of our players of the game will win a OAL t-shirt and 2 free Lancaster Barnstormers tickets. We'd also like to thank LebcoSports.com, which serves as our leading source for Lebanon County athletic news. Our mission is simple: to celebrate our local athletes. We'd like to thank them and Dan Rao for their support this season. And of course, YNG Productions, they're the best. Reach out for them for everything. And with that, we are going to start our fourth and final quarter of tonight's matchup. With just 8 minutes remaining in the game, the Blue Streaks will start with possession. Working it up, Papademetrio with no hustle at all, and the Cedars quickly batting it away, but with some contact. I believe a foul was going to be called on the Blue Streaks, and the Cedars almost lost. They won the ball, lost the ball, and then with that foul, are going to regain possession as Rodriguez is looking to inbound it. And as you've seen all game, it's going to be way deep on the Cedars. Oh, and that is great defense on the Blue Streaks side. The Cedars all game have been chucking it down court, just looking for an easy inbounds because his Blue Streaks have a solid defense. So they decided to put a guy down on that side. You couldn't see it on the broadcast, but one defender was over there shutting that down, causing a lot of commotion, leading to the Blue Streaks winning the ball as Papademetrio inbounds it to some Blue Streaks working it around the 3-point line, keeping the middle kind of open, cutting down, looking for anything as the Cedars are just passing off player from player with their zone defense. Martinez going for the gamble, wins it, dishes it off to Rodriguez, who puts up the easy lay as they start their big comeback. The Blue Streaks looking to answer as the Cedars defense steps it up again. Soliday picking up the loose ball as Rodriguez works it, swinging it around, looking to drive it in. Another loose ball as the Blue Streak is on the floor, and the Cedars maintain possession and a shot as Rodriguez is looking to draw for the foul. The Blue Streaks with a quick transition as Williams is sliding on the floor like a penguin to try and keep the ball inbounds and keep it in their possession. But as he touched it last, it is going to go the Blue Streaks ball. Now, let's cut it to our sponsors and take a look.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Until it isn't. This holiday season, when an unexpected accident happens, turn to urgent care at OAL for immediate access to orthopedic specialists, quick evaluations, and on-site x-rays and MRIs.
Is it going?
Orthopedic Associates of Lancaster, getting you back in the holiday mood.
Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. LebcoSports.com is your headquarters for all things Lebanon County sports. Scores, recaps, and stories behind the athletes and teams you care about the most. When the final buzzer sounds, head over to LebcoSports.com and catch up on everything you might have missed. Then, make sure you follow along for what's coming next.
And we are back with 6:45 remaining in the fourth and final quarter. Mannheim Township Blue Streaks 55 and the Lebanon Cedars 37. As the fans, as you saw, look so excited to be here on their senior night for the Cedars, having so much to play for with just 6:45 left. The Blue Streaks have possession looking to inbound it, looking deep, and with some solid defense on the Cedars, Williams stepping it up. He is being crazy left and right like we just saw, sliding on the floor like a penguin. Mans is everywhere as the Cedars now have possession with Martinez looking to dribble it up the floor, dishing it off to Jones, who's our main guy, driving the paint, looking for the floater. It does not fall, and the rebound is going to be with the Blue Streaks with full court press coming from the Cedars as Jones looking to give it his all with Williams. And a foul is going to be called on the Cedars as the Blue Streaks will get possession of the ball on the baseline. Passing it in to Voris with solid defense from Jones. Swinging to the three-point line, looking for the three, doesn't take it. Dishing it around to Voris. Ooh, with some contact on Jones, who pokes the ball away, but it was too much for the refs, and they're going to call the foul. Papadimitrio's going to inbound it for the Blue Streaks. Looking to kick it up top. He gets it right back. Swinging it around, looking for the post in the paint. Some contact on Kenneth, who gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and is no good as Williams works to slowly work it up the floor. Martinez driving in, gets a lucky foul call as maybe a travel could have been called. But the Cedars are going to inbound it on the baseline, running their same 3-and-1 formation. Hopefully they can get something going. A quick look to the three-point line for a quick corner three, but it bounces right out. Tough luck for the Cedars. Blue Streaks have possession, looking to kick it in the paint. A steal from Chappelle, who kicks up to Martinez, who drives it back to Chappelle, looking for the floater, but it's no good, hitting up the front of the rim. As the Blue Streaks go all the way back, Kenneth looking for a lay and a foul call, but doesn't get it. The Cedars quickly working it back to Martinez, and a big swat from Byler, sending Martinez to the ground. Wow, he stuffed the crap out of him. And a deep three shot for the Blue Streaks as Kenneth looks to kick it in, taking the lay, and it is good. Score, Blue Streaks 57, Cedars 37, a 20-point game with just under 5 minutes remaining. Chappelle looking to drive in the corner, driving the baseline, kicking it around, two swings to Jones for the three, and it is good. Oh, he knew that was money from a mile away. You can see the green animation radiating off of it. Now we have Boris kicking it up for the Blue Streaks, looking to swing it around, and another foul call on Jones. The same exact thing from before, just in a different spot on the floor. Looking to poke out the ball, taking a gamble from behind. But, as we know, gambling has its pros and cons, and he got the con of the foul call. Blue Streaks coaching looks pretty excited on the sideline, as you guys just saw, with some smiles on their faces. We got Kenneth looking to drive in, get some contact from Chappelle, as the Cedars get possession, slowly working it up from Martinez, looking to shoot a quick three, and it is good. Left and right, the Cedars are draining these threes, and if they want to make this comeback just down by 14 points, they're going to have to make a lot more of those. Kenneth looking to dribble in with some tips from the Cedars, and the Blue Streaks are going to get possession on the baseline as they slowly get into their different formation we haven't seen before. Papadimitriou, their go-to guy on the inbounds plays, gets it, swinging to his brother for the three-pointer, and it bounces out as the Cedars are battling to get possession, and the Blue Streaks are looking as Kenneth drives in, swinging to Papadimitriou, who passes it to Voris, swinging it around, looking in the paint to the other Papadimitriou with the hook layup, and it is good, falling straight in after some bounces. The Cedars quickly driving down, keeping their heads up, looking in the paint, chucking up the shot, and it is no good. If the Cedars are going to want to make this comeback or make it close, they got to get themselves together. Sure, those 2 quick three-pointers worked before, but it's not going to keep working if they just chuck up random shots. Like I've mentioned multiple times throughout this game, they have to work as a team. And right now, again, they're working as individual players trying to make this comeback. The Blue Streaks looking to kick it from the three-pointer, and it bounces out as Williams gets possession, quickly driving, dishing it off to Martinez, who doesn't get it, but the board is shot up by Chappelle, and it is no good as the Blue Streaks are working to drive it up. Papademetrio doesn't have many guys on him. But now the Blue Streaks are looking to finish this game with 2:30 left. I'm not calling a winner or saying anything like that, but with this big lead, the Blue Streaks have the game in their hands. They control what happens here from now on. Papademetrio in the paint gets the pass and the easy put-up bucket as the Cedars now down. And the Blue Streaks are looking to keep putting on the pressure, no breaks. Looking like they're in a yellow offense right now, not forcing too many shots, just looking to mix it around, find the easy layups, just like that with Papademetrio, putting it up. No sweat coming off his face at all, as they now have a 20-point lead, coast to coast. And the Blue Streaks have another the Cedars have another basket, as the Blue Streaks are looking to battle this full-court press, and the charge is looking to be taken by Williams. He's disappointed with the foul call, but a layup is good from the Blue Streaks as they regain their 20-point lead with a bad pass from the Cedars. Looking to go coast to coast for the Blue Streaks. Papademetrio with the easy lay. And with that, a 30-second timeout is going to be called for the Blue Streaks as they get 67 points. And the Cedars, 45, with just 1 minute, 13 seconds left to go on this senior night for the Cedars. And we are back with 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. The Cedars would have to do a miracle right here. They need a miracle to come back in this game. This is the stuff they make movies about if they want to. Looking to quickly swing it around. Martinez looking to take it himself, dishing it off. Not a lot of hustle coming from the Cedars. You would think with only a minute left down by this many, they would be driving in the paint, trying to draw the fouls a lot sooner. But here we go. We have a shooting-looking foul, but they're not going to call it a shooting foul as the Cedars are looking to inbound it. Quickly giving it to Soliday, who's looking to drive with no contact, just misses the wide-open layup as the Blue Streaks win possession, and a good steal coming from Martinez on the Cedars. He's ahead of the game. This is what needed to happen a lot earlier on in the game if they wanted to have a chance. But with 30 seconds remaining, the Blue Streaks have possession, swinging it around, looking for anything in the paint. The shot is up. It is no good. 20 seconds remaining as the Cedars are looking to get the ball in any way possible. The three-pointer coming, and it is good for the Blue Streaks. Bailey draining the three. Martinez quickly looking up to shoot a three himself to counter it back, and it just bounces out with 3, 2, and 1. That is your final for tonight's matchup with your Mannheim Township Blue Streaks 70 and your Lebanon Cedars, who fall just short on their senior night. Both teams had an incredible matchup, fighting really strong in the first half, but when we got to the second half, you definitely saw who the better team was. At the Mannheim Blue Streaks, who now have a record of 12-9, which with this game, it is going to help them 100% going into the playoffs, trying to look for any spot they can. For tonight's game, we had a lot of standout players on the Mannheim Township Blue Streaks, with both Papademetrio brothers coming in clutch in the paint from the three-point line everywhere on the floor. We had Boris as a point guard working it up the floor, and some other star players like Kenneth, who dominated everywhere you needed him to be. With his size and his height, you could always count on him. But our player of the game is going to have to go to Papademetrio, number 0, one of the brothers, 6'3", legend, guard and forward. He had a standout game from everywhere on the defensive side, shutting down the Cedars. And yeah, that's it from me. I'm Ryan Glover, your play-by-play for college tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to this exhilarating game, and I'll catch you guys next time.
It's Yanni.
Yanni.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at pronouncing
It's okay.
it, so, do you mind taking a step to your
Yeah.
I can switch? I am here with our orthopedic associate, the Lancaster player of the game, Yanni Petrodemirio. Yanni, you had an amazing game.
Thank you.
This is a huge game for you guys. How are you feeling coming off this game?
Absolutely huge. We knew it was a big game coming in. We knew it was a must-win for leagues. We're depending on other teams right now, but it was a huge win for our team. Good team win.
Yeah. So how is this going to kind of sort how you guys are going to be working for the early quarterfinal games?
Yeah, I think it shows us where our lineups are at and really how we play with each other and what works best.
Got it. So what went well in your mind today for you guys?
I would say, first half was rough. We were down by 2, but I think it was really our energy. We picked it up. We knew what had to be done, and we really wanted it more than them than they did.
So are you guys going to change anything up going into the tournament, or what is your coaching staff been telling you guys?
I think it's really about our first start. The past 3 games, we haven't had the best starts, and Coach Johnson's really been getting on this. So I think if we get our good first start, I think it'll be much better.
Awesome. Well, as our orthopedic associates Lancaster play a game, you'll get 2 free Lancaster Stormers tickets and an OAL t-shirt. Congrats again for the win.
Thank you.
Good luck as you go into the tournament. We're going to watch some of your highlights, and have a great night.
Thank you.